South Shore fine outdoor furniture and seaside-inspired home decor. Learn more at PAINES patio.com. And also the Martha's Vineyard Times Corporation. The Martha's Vineyard Times publishes a weekly print newspaper, several magazines, standalone supplements, websites, and the Minute Daily email newsletter. Learn more at MVTimes.com.
Here in the lunch hour today, we welcome Daniel Byrnes. What's up, man?
Great to be here.
You know, I was trying to remember the last time you were at MVY. You were at our old building.
Yes.
And then you came and you played a pool party.
We did a pool party. Yeah.
Yeah, over at the Harbor View Hotel. But you don't get it. You play a lot on the Cape, but you don't get to, I don't see you on the Vineyard that often.
Not as much these days.
Yeah.
So this is a treat.
All right.
Sure.
Well, thanks for getting on the boat and coming over today. So we asked you to play the vinyl swap, and then we said, well, you should come in and talk about it. And you said I'm gonna bring my vinyl.
I figured I'm just feeling the spirit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some records. Like I know that Dan. I know Dan. I've known Dan for a while. I know Dan has a wide musical knowledge and a wide love of many things. So I love that you just like. Did you have to where in your house is the vinyl?
It's in my Dan cave.
You do not call it the Dan cave.
My friend named it that. Yeah, it's downstairs.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, but it's like active and accessible. You didn't have to go into the storage.
No. It's
anything
all
like
there.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's alphabetized as well. Because I'm organized.
All right. We're not going to bore people with this on the air, but I have some thoughts about alphabetization.
Okay.
And I want to know, like if you have an artist like Robert Finley, do you put it under F or R?
That would be F for sure.
Okay. What if it's like the Jason Spooner Band? Do you put it under J or S? If it's a band.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. These are important.
I didn't see that coming. That is tricky.
These are very difficult DJ questions.
I suppose that would still be S for me.
All right.
What about you?
Well, I think there is some room for I would put it under S.
Yeah.
There is some flexibility. And then when you start like digitally putting stuff, like you want to talk about this first record on the file?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you had that in a database, that would go under T for the Flying Burrito Brothers. And that makes me mad. That makes me upset.
Nowadays, digitally, the T actually counts.
Yeah. It shouldn't.
It really should.
When I'm president.
Nice.
It's going to be a better place. So, do you want to talk about that record, or did you? What's first?
Well, these two. I thought because I was coming over to the Vineyard.
All right. So
these ones
what?
Really jumped out.
We're on the radio, so you have to describe
over here.
Visually describe what you have in your hands. Oh, and where they came from.
Right. That's the biggest thing. That's the big connection here. I got both of these records at Above Ground Records, which.
What is Above Ground Records for
Above
people who don't
Ground Records
remember?
was an amazing record store on island. Mm-hmm. What is that little triangle called?
Yeah, it's the triangle at Egerton.
Yeah, it was a great store. My wife got me a gift card, and we went and we got these two records.
All right.
And a couple gems, right?
Yeah. Well, what are they?
Flying Burrito Brothers, Gilded Palace of Sin, and Townes Van Zandt, self-titled.
Now I've heard you do town songs.
Yes.
What is White Freightliner Blues?
Right, Freightliner Blues
is on that record? Not on this record.
Wow. I have memory on you. That's good. Poncho and Lefty is also not on here, but for the sake of the song, Waiting Around to Die, a lot of feel-good tunes.
How old were you when you got this record? Decade.
30?
Yeah, 30s,
30?
something. Yeah. Was Town somebody you had like a relationship with, or was this like I've heard of him and I'm going to get this record?
Yeah. I think it might be the latter. Yeah, this was kind of the beginning of the journey.
Yeah.
With Townes.
I mean, if you're going to write songs, you should probably listen to Townes Van Zandt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What did you learn from Townes Van Zandt? Or what do you appreciate about his writing?
Just super personal.
Yeah.
You can just jump right into any song. You know, it's not he's writing about himself, but he's writing for me as well, the listener. It's
a real trick to do that.
One of the greats.
Yeah.
So something to aspire to. Yeah, for sure.
And then Flying Burrito Brothers, Graham Parsons is looking elegant in his.
That's my.
I don't know what you call those suits.
That's the nudie suit.
Oh, the nudie suit. That's right. Yeah, because that was the dude's name, right?
That was the guy's name
who made
all the country artist suits.
Yeah.
And Graham's is covered in all of his favorite things. Which.
I heard in the 70s they did smoke pot, so you can say that. What's on that record? That people might know.
Yeah,
or people
let's see.
might
What's the hit?
remembered.
Sin City.
Sin City.
I considered playing that one today.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah, Christine's tune, Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great album. Coming right off the Byrds. He then formed the Burrito Brothers with Chris Hillman from the Byrds.
Yeah.
And so a couple gems from the Above Ground Records.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Mike, wherever you are. I don't know if you're out there listening for Above Ground Records and for record stores in general. Dan Byrnes is here, and he's going to play Saturday at Cape Cod Beer at the MVYRADIO Blue Lobster Vinyl Swap. So I don't know if I don't think he's going to give up records that are that personal to him, but I'm sure you have something good that you can share with someone. And you can as well wrap up a record and join us Saturday at 1 o'clock. Dan's going to play starting at 1 o'clock, but he's going to play right now. Question mark?
Let's play a tune.
All right, what are you going to do? And why are you going to do it?
I'm going to play 4th of July. It's one of my tunes.
Okay, great.
Off my first record. And seems to have a bit of an island theme.
All right.
Cape Cod for sure.
It's Daniel Byrnes on MVYRADIO.
Yeah. Got no games to play, just a fireworks display. A flash of light, now you know my deal. Innocent intent is all I ever meant, and I try my best to keep it that way. So believe me when I say that our Valentine's Day came on the 4th of July. Stars have never been so bright as they look tonight. Lying with my head in the sand, and water's never felt like this. It must have been the kiss, promising not to push you in. So believe me when I say that our Valentine's Day came on the 4th of July. I'll give you my last smoke if you just put out your hand. So babe, let me hold you for a while. If only when I woke we were still here in the sand, and I could touch you just to make you smile. So believe me when I say that our Valentine's Day came on the 4th of July.
MVYRADIO, it's Daniel Byrnes live here in the studio on the lunch hour. When did you write that song?
That's an oldie. That's an oldie but goodie. 04?
All right.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing out? Because I would have guessed early 2000s, but is it?
Yeah,
predate that?
That might be even from the 90s.
It could happen, yeah.
Rich, maybe.
Yeah. 98?
Yeah.
Rich Rogers says 98 maybe.
Yeah.
That was the first time. Rich Rogers probably booked you in a pizza place in 1998. Is that correct?
No,
Likely?
no, that was, no.
The pizza place
The
was
pizza
later?
place was after. Yeah.
Okay, all right. When you picked up the guitar,
Yes.
was it with the intention of songwriting, or was it the intention of learning other people's songs and songwriting came later?
Oh, when I first picked up the guitar?
Yeah.
I just wanted to shred.
Were you like listening to Eddie Van Halen kind of stuff?
100%.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. And it's been a journey to get to that song.
All right. So the writing part it came later.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. How? Yeah. Not how come did it come later, but what put you over the fence of I need to do this for myself.
It takes a lot of bad songs before you write your first good song.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
It took me a long time.
Yeah.
I always wanted to write songs. I always tried writing songs,
mm-hmm.
but it just never happened until it happened.
When did you know, okay, this is not bad?
I don't know exactly what song that is, but somebody might have told me that, hey, that's a pretty good song.
Yeah, and that was enough confidence?
Yeah, sure.
And you, yeah. I mean, like, I think there's a part of being an artist where even at the pinnacle of your work, you're like, this isn't good enough. But you have to have at least enough confidence to put it out in the world, which you have.
Yeah. I don't know. The songs got better over time because I was playing in a band. We were jamming out quite a bit, and then I got into I started listening to different records like Towns, Wilco.
Yeah.
When that kind of scene started, I was like, oh, songs can be something different.
Yeah.
So I just kept working at it.
Why don't you pick another record and tell me about it? From your pile. Yeah.
Sure. What else? What's the?
We probably need Rich Rogers. We probably need a picture of the record spread after.
Yeah.
Like that we can post so people can see what we talked about.
Well, there's Graceland.
Yeah.
Graceland, right?
That's about the pinnacle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of songwriting and crafting.
Yeah. And this one, to me, what I was thinking about is just being able to hold it and being able to share it. And that's a family record for us. When my son was real little, we would put that on. And Diamonds on the Soles of Shoes, like, that was a big hit.
Yeah.
It was a big hit in the household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, Like, it seems very accessible for a young person.
Right.
Yeah.
And times have changed. He's 8 now.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's into Chug Jug with You and Steve's Lava Chicken from the Minecraft movie, right? That's what we're listening to in the house nowadays. But when he was a baby, it was Graceland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you play these songs out.
Graceland?
Yeah, you played Graceland out before.
I sure do.
Why do you connect with that song? Like when you're picking songs to play, you're gonna play in a space for people. You're curating just like any DJ.
Yeah.
Right? Why is Graceland the song for the room? When it is.
That one, when you listen to the record, there's so much going on, and there's so much rhythm, there's so many voices. And I always wanted to learn at the time I wanted to learn a new Paul Simon song. I started that one. And when you pick up a guitar and you just play the guitar and sing that song, it's a totally different song.
Right.
You can hear the story.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. Immediately I wanted to follow through with that.
Yeah, you really can tell what a song is made of when you take it from full band, multi-instruments production, and it's just you and the guitar and a room full of people. Right.
Yeah, it was amazing that it made me wonder why there was so much instrumentation, because it was so good just by itself.
Yeah.
So
when you're working a room, so I should say you play solo quite a bit.
Yeah.
But you also play with a full band.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, which is awesome. The full band is great. That's a newish not that you haven't played in full bands before, but the band you're playing with now is newish.
Yeah, we put together a new project.
Yeah, but when you're working, I would think when you play with the band, you do a set. Do you do a set list, or do you just call it?
I would never have done a set list. That was never my thing.
I like it when I ask a question and the interviewee. I can see the wheels turning.
Yeah.
About how am I going to diplomatically answer this question? Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was never a set list guy, but then the band, after a gig, they were like, can we write a set list so we know what's going on in your head? Like,
Right.
You know, it's
yeah.
not all we can't read your mind.
Right.
While we're playing, we try, but
Bruce Springsteen's band reads his mind. He never makes a set list.
all right. There you
Just
go.
saying, if you want to threaten your band,
I
you know,
like this.
Max
You're calling them out.
Weinberg knows what to play, and he's going to kick off the song by how Bruce's what chords Bruce is starting with.
Really?
That is supposedly true.
Okay.
According to Max Weinberg.
Well, this is a new band for me. They've been doing it for a minute.
all right. But when you're solo,
Yes.
and it's just you and a room full of people, and you're going to capture the audience, how do you curate that? Like, or is this a question? I'm asking this question of a very practical thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even think about it; you just do it.
No, I 100% do. You scan the room.
Yeah.
And judge people. Figure them out. Maybe their shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a thing though, for sure.
Yeah.
With no set list, you do look around the room and try to guess what people will like.
I mean, I guess you've just learned to read the room, and that's a skill as part of the whole performance.
I do it quite often.
All right. What if people don't seem like they're paying a lot of attention because they're eating or drinking or whatever?
Yeah, then I'll just play some deep cuts, play for myself.
Oh, okay. You don't try to like pull out Eruption by Van Halen?
I wish I could. It's been a bit.
Did you? You must have tried that at least.
I mean, I've got some other types of things that I'll do on the guitar nowadays that are my new version of Eruption. Yeah, I'll play some instrumental stuff
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
Flex a bit.
Do you want to talk about one more record, and then we'll have you sing another song, or are you
we
ready
did
for a
great
song?
saying. What you were asking me reminded me of a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
You were at one of my gigs,
Yes.
and I just started a tune.
Mhm.
You were on your way out the door.
I said goodbye to my friends.
Yeah, you said goodbye, and then I started a song, and you recognized the song as one of my tunes.
Yeah.
And so politely turned around, and you came back in to listen to the tune.
See, you say that. So you said at the time that it was polite or whatever, but it's actually because I wanted to hear the song.
Okay.
I wasn't just being like, "Oh, Dan will be mad if I left."
Well,
but I was just like,
I thought it was proper
It was
etiquette.
worth staying for.
But
Yeah.
you're a music guy, so I'm
Yeah.
used to playing regular rooms, but I appreciated that.
All right. Well, then I know what this song is, and
That's what
everybody's
we're
gonna
gonna
like
play
it because it's a great tune. Here's
Yeah.
Daniel Byrnes on MVY Radio.
We go together like camels and coffee. You lift me up and never get me too high. And I breathe you in while I'm kissing you softly. You warm my body while you're easing my mind. I draw you in gently, and you mellow me so. Hold on to me tight. Yeah, never let go. We go together like camels and coffee. You lift me up and never get me too high. And I breathe you in while I'm kissing you softly. You warm my body while you're easing my mind. So pass me your sugar, I'm tasting your cream, and you never taste bitter. You know it feel like a dream. We go together like camels and coffee. You lift me up and never get me too high. And I breathe you in while I'm kissing you softly. You warm my body while you're easing my mind. We go together like camels and coffee. You lift me up and never get me too high. And I breathe you in while I'm kissing you softly. You warm my body while you're easing my mind. You warm my body while you're easing my mind.
MVYRADIO, Daniel Byrnes, Camels and Coffee, live on the radio on a Tuesday afternoon. He's playing this Saturday as part of MVYRADIO's Blue Lobster Vinyl Swap. He's going to play from 1 to 2 while you guys arrive with one gift-wrapped used vinyl record, and then we'll do the swap from 2 to like 3, and then he's going to play again when the swap is done. It's free to come. You just you should bring a gift-wrapped record. If you bring a gift-wrapped record, then you leave with one as well. You can learn more at mvyradio.org on our events page. Let's talk about one of these other records that you have in your pile, because Dan brought a stack of vinyl, things that we thought we could talk about and share with.
Sure did. I showed you those two from earlier.
I know. Do you want to talk about those?
There's a couple juicy ones here. Yeah.
This is not, I don't know if there's some FCC concerns if we read the
I'll
details,
leave it
but go ahead and tell us about this.
Okay.
When you get it.
Yeah. Okay. So, the thing with the vinyl.
Yeah.
That one of the things that we love so much is you hold it in your hand. You got the artwork on the front, all the info on the back, and these two albums that I bought had a little something extra. This one right here is amazing flat-picking guitarist Dan Crary. I bought this used, and inside the sleeve there's a letter that Dan himself type wrote.
It's like on letterhead.
Yeah,
From
California State, Fullerton.
Yeah.
Where he was teaching at the time.
Uh-huh.
And Dare Dave, he wrote this out. I don't know who Dave is, but I have a theory.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
what is the
my
message?
theory is
And then I want
pretty
to
fun.
hear your theory.
Yeah, so what he's saying is, I've been listening to your music. Dave, Dan Crary wrote this to someone named Dave, said, I appreciate your albums. Your harmony singing is inspiring. Here's my newest record. It's got some heavy hitter players. Bela Fleck is playing on this, Sam Bush, Mark O'Connor.
Good heavens.
Please check out this record. And then cheers from Dan Crary.
So Dave would
who's
be.
Dave?
Yeah.
I need to know who Dave is.
What do you think Dave is?
It's obviously David Crosby.
Obviously. David
Obviously.
Crosby.
Yeah. Talks about harmony vocals. I love these great albums. Yeah, that's my theory anyway. That's what I take away.
So
We don't get that on,
how did you get this? I get a hold of this album with perhaps letters to David Crosby.
right? The internet.
You buy that off the internet for real?
I did. I think
Yeah.
I got it that.
Do you
off.
think?
Yeah.
Do you think David Crosby sold some records?
That's what I'm thinking, and that bums me
At
out
one
about
point-
it. It's like I think Dan maybe liked his music more than Dave liked that record, because it ended up in a bin somewhere.
David might have just needed the money at the time.
It was the 80s.
Yeah. The picture is becoming very clear all of a sudden
Yeah,
of
isn't
what
that
might have
incredible?
happened here. All right, and then another one.
Okay, so this one we'll just brush over this, but this is
Oh, I didn't, yeah.
this
okay.
is my favorite.
So this record has some Cape Cod connection.
It
in,
sure
in
does.
The, in the lyrics.
Yeah, this is Vampire Weekend's first album, which is incredible.
That's an incredible record.
People all love this one when it
Has
came out.
Cape Cod Kwassa Kwassa on there, and
Yeah.
and what's the other one that talks about driving to Cape Cod? I can't.
Oh,
remember.
Walcott.
Walcott. That's
Walcott's
right. Yeah.
on there. So, and then again, I open the record.
Mhm. What is inside this record other than a record?
It's so good. Okay, so first of all, the lyrics to "Bless the Broken Road" by Rascal Flatts, typewritten.
Why?
Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure what that's
Yeah.
all about.
I'm not sure why that's in a Vampire Weekend
Yeah,
record.
it
but
doesn't seem to
Sure.
fit there. And then a letter
Mhm.
written to Henry,
Mhm.
sealed with a kiss.
You can literally see the lip
Yeah,
print
the lipstick's still
on
in
the
there.
on the fold.
And I mean, how old's that lipstick?
I don't know how old.
15 years?
Yeah, when did that record come out? So
Yeah.
it has to be 15 years or less.
And there are some photos
Mhm.
of
Nice-
a
nice
cute
young
couple.
couple, yeah.
Yeah. and it's a love letter, written out to
3 pages.
I'm gonna keep the other name.
Okay.
Check the names.
Sure.
But yeah, all of these things that this woman appreciates about Henry.
Can I read some of it? I know
Yeah,
you don't.
can you?
I know you
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
read it. Dan's too modest to read this book.
Yeah,
It's,
you can
know,
find the
It's
ones that can read
they
it.
must have been like headed towards getting married, but it's like I love you when you're silly. I love that you hate cheese and the word odor and grody. I love going on dates with you. And then this line, then it takes a turn, and it says, "I love your geographical tongue," and I don't know what that
No,
means.
I don't know what that
and
means.
from there, it's I love it when you grab in. You know, then it's just not inappropriate for radio at all. And so I wonder why it is in this record, because it's otherwise it's very playful and probably funny for the couple, but otherwise, I'm sure they never dreamed that it would wind up on the radio.
And I have it now.
And now
Right.
Dan has it.
It might end up
Uh-huh.
in the vinyl swap. I was thinking about that. It's so
Oh.
good. This is so special.
That's such a great record.
that it could end up in the vinyl swap, and then Henry's story will live on.
Have you ever put anything inside a vinyl record like that?
I don't believe I
I
have.
don't think it's ever occurred to me either.
No. No, I keep those things separate.
I feel like I have picked up a record that has had a note in here, and maybe even someone did it at the vinyl swap last year. Just I love this record and I hope you enjoy it too. Something
Yeah.
like that. I could probably.
Oh yeah,
I could
keep
go
it short
that
and
far.
sweet. This
Yeah.
is very detailed.
Geographical even.
Yeah, I like that you chose that one.
I mean, it's such a because I have to really like think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I do wonder if Henry. Did he not like Vampire Weekend? Did he not like Wrestle
like
Flats?
why did he get rid? Is this another thing you bought off the
Oh
internet?
no, this one I got at a store.
At a store.
Yes.
All right.
And I don't know. It ended up with me. Lucky me.
You get to carry on the story. That's the role of the troubadour, Dan.
Yeah.
You're bringing people stories from town to town.
It's amazing. So.
All right, you have one more record in this pile.
No, that was that pile. Well, I do have a couple for the next song.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I was trying to
Oh, we're
segue
rapping.
into you playing the. No, we're not rapping, but you have a song that you want to play, but does it not relate to a record?
It doesn't really relate to a record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do another one of my tunes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were going to the other thing. All right, let's hear. What do you play?
So those first two are off of albums of mine that I have released. This one has not been recorded yet. It's still an older tune, but
Okay.
it's one of my favorites.
All right, what's
So,
it called?
It's called You're Left.
All right, this is Daniel Byrnes live on MVY Radio.
I've been up all night and I'm waiting for my time of elevating. I'm doing time and I don't feel like dying. I'm trying to picture myself flying. You wake me up again while I'm sleeping. You run me out again while you're weeping. I only feel like you've been sighing. You can let me go this time. You're left, you know I'm right, and I won't leave you behind. Maybe now you're out of sight, but you're in my mind. Losing all my thoughts separated. Gone of all those days misbehaving. We sure come a long, long way. And I just wish that I could say, if I could tell you now how I'm feeling, I'd fail you all the way to your ceiling. I know how hard you try. I see it in your eyes, they're open wide. You're left, you know I'm right, and I won't leave you behind. Maybe now you're out of sight, but you're in my mind. Maybe now you're out of sight, but you're in my mind. Alright.
MVYRADIO.
That was the first time I've ever sung that song to Henry and his ex-girlfriend.
I want to ask a sort of serious question.
Yeah.
Just about, okay, you've had that song for a while, and you haven't recorded it, and I've been thinking about this, especially about our local artists, that there was a period of time, 15 and more years ago, where recording was easy and people were doing a lot of it, and people are doing, feel like people are doing so much less recording now. Is that accurate, and is there a reason for that, if that's for you? Like, why have you not recorded that song?
Ooh, hey, that's a loaded question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
Yeah. I'm performing more these days, and I don't find that the recording, music isn't worth as much as it was before, so money-wise, selling music, I would like to record the tune. It's just not as much return on that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to go to a studio.
It's a lot of work, and it didn't get less expensive
Right.
Over this time, but the value you can get back for it, I think, is...
Yeah, so it makes it really challenging to fundraise, to put out a new project.
Yeah. It's too bad, because we have, I think this is just a radio thing, like, we want to be able to support artists, local artists, but it's become harder to just find stuff to put on to support the artists. We can have you guys in all the time, but to have things that we can play regularly is becoming more scarce than it used to be, and I wondered if that was your experience.
Yeah, for sure. And just with the vinyl record concept, I believe in the full-length album, and that's especially hard. It seems more nowadays.
Sure.
It's one song, 3 songs, slow release throughout 6 months, 1 song a month or something.
Yeah.
And I'd like to make a record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A collection of an idea or whatever, a thread.
Exactly.
A thread. Yeah.
Like a great concept record.
Uh-huh. Like what? Do you have one in mind?
Like Ween the Mollusk.
You're holding in your hand
Probably
right
my
now.
favorite album of all time.
Is it your favorite album of
I
all
mean,
time?
I say that quite a bit. It's up there in the list of 120 favorite albums of all time.
Why is this one your favorite today? What about this?
Yeah, it's my favorite album
connects?
today. That's a better way.
Yeah.
That's what I should have said first. Well, it's got a real ocean theme to it.
It does. Yeah.
And I took a boat to get here today.
You did.
I took a minivan, and then a bus, and then a boat to make this happen.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ocean songs on here. So I thought it was appropriate to bring it in and share it. And I thought it was maybe, do you guys ever play any songs by
We probably had once or twice. They came and they played the Hot Tin Roof.
Yes.
20 years ago or so. And
Did you go?
I did. I was there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. They were awesome.
Yeah, they were.
But I, I enjoyed it. I know that there are people who are into Ween. Who are into it. Yeah, who are really into it, and I never got quite there. So I was trying to gauge your yeah.
Weenish.
Yeah, I'm trying to not say it. I'm not trying to be Henry over here. Trying to gauge your
pretty high up there on
high
yeah.
up to it, yeah.
So.
And like you've listened to live recordings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What did I do one year? I remember trading tapes. Remember trading tapes?
Sure, absolutely.
That's not a thing anymore because you could just go to archive and download it. But for Christmas, I downloaded one of their live shows and I sent it to a couple of friends.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to share.
Yeah.
It was appreciated.
It was appreciated.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
not
of course.
everybody. You could send somebody some Ween and they may not appreciate it.
Actually, yes, there was one person who did not appreciate it. Yep, you're right.
That
You
tracks.
knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Yep.
So you're gonna play a Ween song.
I would love to close out this set with a Ween song.
Why?
Well, it's the closer on the record. took the boat over today. This has got a bit of a sea shanty kind of a feel. Just seemed like the right thing to do.
It's Daniel Byrnes, live on MVY.
Three men's all they were. Three men out at sea. Three men came aboard my ship and took my true love from me. I couldn't believe she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave. I loved you so long, since you were a child. I cared for your every need, and I've tried to make you smile, when all the while you wanted to leave. You wanted to leave, to go gather the guns, well, blast them at sea. She begged for me not to shoot, for my true love is here with me, and I've never loved thee, and now I must leave, and now I must leave. So go fetch a bottle of rum, dear friends, fill up my glass to the rim, for I'm not the man that I used to be. Now I am one of them.
MVY Radio, it's Daniel Byrnes. Live doing a Ween song there. You can hear more from Daniel if you join us on Saturday. We'll be at Cape Cod Beer in Hyannis for the MVY Radio Blue Lobster Vinyl Swap. Dan's going to play starting around 1. We're asking you to arrive between 1 and 2 with one gift-wrapped used vinyl record, something that you're, something that's good, but something that you're happy to give up. We're going to do Yankee Swap style, call numbers. You'll get to go up and pick out somebody else's gift wrap record. There will be records from MVY, including I think 1 or 2 autographed new pieces of vinyl that have gift certificates hidden inside. So you could wind up with a prize. You'll certainly go home with a brand new piece of used vinyl at a minimum. When the swap's over, Dan's going to play some more. You've got other, we should probably just mention other gigs, other places you can see you, because you have some regular shows.
That'd be great.
Let's mention those.
I play every Thursday night at Bucatino, where I saw you.
North Falmouth.
In North Falmouth. Every Sunday at Liam McGuire's for brunch around 12:30, depending on how my Saturday night went.
Right, yeah.
And then every Monday night I play in Plymouth at Speedwell Tavern.
Okay.
That's at 7 o'clock.
Right.
So those are my regulars.
All right, so the Speedwell and Liam's are solo.
Yes.
Thursday.
Thursday I play with Jim Decatur.
Yeah. And then do you have any big band gigs coming up? Full band gigs? Because Dan has an awesome band. Your keyboard player.
Yeah, really good call. Yeah, May 31st we're playing at Liam McGuire's Saturday night.
On Saturday night. All right, that's I've been to one of those Saturday night shows. Good gig.
Yeah.
All right, Daniel Byrnes, thanks so much for hanging out with me today.
You.
Thanks for bringing that vinyl. That was fun. That's the lunch hour on MVY Radio.